There's a very clear line in the sand, folks, when we're talking about man's perceived intelligence, the construction of ideals behind perceived intelligence through the lens and eyes of man versus God's intelligence, God's infinite intelligence. For even when we're identifying one thing, if you want to take, for instance, a multi-dimensional figure, something like a die, dice, that is just an extrapolation of an analogy of just one grain of sand within the entirety of a beach. But I used to think of this analogy of like when someone is in in like a football field or some large stadium where there's 60,000 people in the stands, and let's say someone is staring at an athlete that just caught a pass and they're on the football field. That individual is being observed from 60,000 different perspectives, and that is still just a grain of sand of the way it looks like to God. God sees all, is everywhere all at once. And so when it comes down to people of influence, when you look down the line in history of perceivable great minds, it's important to grasp and understand that when we get past the ego and stroking of oneself, of going like, look how witty we can be, or how intelligent, and all these types of things. It's God giving us all these very intimate, intriguing, unique situations, circumstances, and experiences that leads us into particular understandings. That little breadcrumb trail is firstly created by God, and then he's also putting the bread in the basket for us to even be receptive to. It's all God. None of it's us. But we like to become knowers and sayers, and someone creates a mathematic algorithm that wasn't even created by them themselves. And the first thing that they find important to do is like, let's strap my last name to this. Let's tie this to me for eternity. So it's like, just to give us a little perspective on true intelligence.